Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Zelda Classics Randomizer PS. I am Nitro6003, and in the last part I took out 2 levels. I was planning on doing more than that until I found out a like not only munched on my shield, but also ate my enemy bait as well, which I had no idea that they could do at that point. So, you know, I had no idea that because I had looked back at my video to make sure, because I remembered having an enemy bait. So those likes in there not only eat your magical shield, but they also eat your enemy bait. So you got to be careful with likes in this quest. You know, you don't want to get eaten at all, and I'll make sure to not get eaten again. So right now I'm going to get another enemy bait, and I'm also going to get a new shield, since I don't know when I'm going to get the magical the mirror shield. And I might as well buy some super bombs, because I'll need them for later anyway, and empty out the wallet in the process. You know, this just takes a little while, but and I do want to save some money because I'm going to need to buy another shield as well. So let's go get a new shield. There was one time I was playing this quest and I got the magic key as my second item, and I then had the shops, the free shops left to buy, to take the shield and the enemy bait. So I never had to buy an enemy bait in that quest, because I just used the ones in the free shop. Yeah, see, now they're only 45 rupees, so not terrible. Now I'm right here, so I might as well walk to the next levels. And this level here will probably take most of this part here, but I might as well take it out. I'm right here. Alright, so this is 1-8, and I'm just going to tell you that 1-8 is confusing, to say the least. So I'm just grabbing my map sheet here. You know, I spent a lot of time making maps of these levels here to just make my life easier for later. Alright, so you want to start by hitting to the right. And yeah, you see, you already got blue land molas here. Glad I have a level 2 cane of Burna right now. And all you have in here is a key. So I'm not going to kill all these guys right now. But there is a key in there if you don't have the magic key. And I think most of the enemies in here are invisible. So you want to keep that in mind, that most of the enemies here are invisible. A lot of dead-end paths here. Paths that don't lead back to where they start. Just a lot of gimmicks in this place. Yeah, see, there's a lot of... Yeah, I think all these enemies would be invisible if you don't have the cross, or the amulet, I should say. And yes, another one-way wall here. And this room has a key in it also. And just might as well use gold arrows. Alright, another key in here. And that is also a one-way door. I mean, if you have the magic key, you probably don't have to do all this stuff, but... Again, for map completion, we will take care of it. Alright, so again, we want to be careful of the likes. Now that I know that they not only eat your shield, but they eat your enemy bait too. And all these rooms with bubbles in it are good. And I'm getting to the item first. And hey, you just have some fire robes. Kind of be interesting if I got the gold sword. Doesn't matter. Doesn't do any more damage. It just is nice to have it. And there's the red cross arrow, cross item thingy. I have no idea. I don't use it. I mean, if you have no bow and arrow, I guess, you know, it's not bad, but... And I'm just trying to avoid as many of these enemies as possible, just to make my life easier. I mean, the one thing you don't want is to miss the boss key, of course. Whoa. Almost got eaten there. This quest does not, to my knowledge, have the doors that open out of nowhere. Yeah, I think these enemies are invisible too. And I think this is just for another key. And I want to show off all the keys just in case you don't have the magic key. And we won't be getting back to the boss for a little while, but... Lots of backtracking in this place. And yeah, a lot of one-way passages. And you just want to keep an eye on your map at all times. just so you don't, you know, if you've been in a room already, you don't want to go back. So there's another key. I'm not going to pick it up. You know, I already have the magic key, but you do if you don't have the magic key. And you're going to go through this room a lot. So it's unfortunate that you have to kill the Wizrobes each time. But you do. Alright, so you've already been in both directions from here. I mean, if you're looking at your map. So you don't even have to bother with these lights if you don't want. And it is nice that there are fire robes in here. It saves me the trouble of having to get my candle out, I suppose. Or just use one of my items, I guess. No statues board here. And this is where your second item is going to be. And oh, I got both. Got the red and the gold one in the same level. I've been having that happen a lot, actually, getting two of the same items in one level. And you don't get anything for killing these guys, so you could just continue going down. And just go into the stairs here. Don't worry about all those bat robe keys. Bat robes or whatever. Alright, so... you kind of need to get back to the start now. And we're not totally done yet because we don't have the map or boss key. But here you have a Superman handler. And these dark nuts are not hard. Yeah, just two swipes with your sword. And again, if you have an extra key, it's not a bad thing to use, I suppose, to get the map early so you can see what it looks like. But again, it doesn't help having the map if you don't have anything else, if you don't know where you're going. And don't go to the right. Now this is a one-way passage here, but this is where your boss key is. So you have to make sure you get the boss key before you do anything. And I'll be honest with you, the best thing to do from here is just Pharaoh's Wind back to the start. It's faster than backtracking through 3/4 of the level. At least I think it is. You know, luckily, again, I did a lot of the mapping beforehand, so I knew where the best route to go and stuff like that. But if you don't know where you're going, this level could be a pain. And another Triforce piece. That's probably going to be the end of the dungeon prize for me for the rest of the levels I have, I'm going to guess, at this point. Because I was so low on Triforces coming in to this level here. So, that is 1/8 down. And you could just see how long it takes to get through some of these levels here. And again, that's with me knowing where I'm going. Alright, there's some levels over here too. But let me finish off this one first, because it's just right here. The BS 1/8, and I already got both the items in here, so essentially it's just a matter of, you know, getting everything at this point. So in here you're gonna find another key, and again, only if you need it. If you don't need it, don't bother. And there's your compass. And again, if you have the magic key, you can do so much stuff that you can't do normally. I always forget which block that is. And this level is pretty straightforward. I mean, there's really, I don't think there's any walk-through walls in this entire place. In fact, I don't think any of the BS levels have walk-through walls, now that I think about it. And you don't want to forget your boss key. And we'll come around to get that. Oops. I would like to find a whispering at some point. That would be nice. And there's another key for you if you need it. If you don't, then just leave it alone. I'm not going to collect keys unless I have to, which I don't. You know, I'm just going to go through the levels at this point. I will show off where all the keys are, of course, but As far as collecting them, I don't need to. And I forgot one room, but I'll get that on the way after I clear out the level. I'll just go to that one room from the start. It's just one bombable wall that I missed. Yeah, there's nothing complicated about this level at all. You should not have any trouble with it. And just be careful here, you have wall masters. I mean, you could just float over the room if you want. But I'm just gonna play it safe and take them all out. The only level that, you know, it might be a little bit more difficult is the BS18. Sorry, the BS28. But even that isn't really hard. It's the same thing as this, pretty much. Just a little bit more map to explore. But I mean, other than that, it's pretty much the same. And there's another key in here, should you need it. I'm gonna guess that this will be a Triforce also. I don't know, but I'm just gonna guess. Nope, gold money shooter. Alright, pretty garbage item, never gonna use that. And let me just go to the room I missed really quick. I mean, it's right in here. It's just a matter of... I forgot the one bombable wall over there. So, I mean, there's nothing in there. It's not like I missed anything specific, like a boss key or a compass or something. There's nothing in here. But for completion's sake, I'll show it off, I suppose. Alright, so there's 2 more levels up here. I think we should have the time to tackle both of them. So we'll do both of them. And the money just comes in so fast. Alright, so into BS17. This place could be a little confusing, but again, if, you know. So, key in there. But if you have any kind of upgrades, this place isn't that tough. And just a hint here. And you want to go all the way here so you can get your compass. Now you could kill all but one of these wizrobes if you like. But you actually want to head down and go into the stairs here. Be nice to find double magic, actually. And there's another BS Patra. Nothing too complicated about that. And just a regular Goma here. So that's all that does is it kind of it just fires 3 arrows. And just like the last one, the BS27, the item is right here also. So it's very similar. And that's where I lost my shield too, in that room right there. I won't make that mistake again. Just gonna get my item and get out. Oh, I didn't have any of the peril beams. Oh my goodness. I had no idea. I didn't realize I was short even peril beams. Goodness gracious. All right, so let's finish this level off now. And so here you have another key if you should need it. I think these enemies are invisible also. It's kind of nice to have the rupee ring, I suppose. And there's your boss key. You want to make sure you grab that. And here you have a bunch of spread robes here. I think these enemies are invisible too. Just take out these guys here. Get the map. Just faster to just take out most of the whole land Moldorm in like kind of 2 hits, essentially. And we're just about done with this place. And the rest of this level is pretty straightforward at this point. And I'm not going to get eaten by a like again. Not going to happen. Oh, forgot there were blue bubbles in here. In case you lose your sword. And that's what the heart shooter does. You don't have to kill these dark nuns, leave them alone. And just another manhandler. Pretty simple boss there. They're not much threat anymore. Yep, another Triforce. Quickly getting the entire Triforce piece here. Alright, so that is 2-7. Now we do 1-7. All right, so again, always make sure you have an enemy bait for yourself just in case. Throw away money, why not? So to the left you have a key, should you need it. And here's a hint on how to find one of the other items in this place. And you may want to, you know, of course, use your lens in this place, wouldn't hurt. And there's your map. And again, you might want to draw a map of this place or just follow what I'm doing. Make your life a little easier. And we're gonna have to come back into this room anyway, so we'll just leave one dark nut in there for right now. You know, and of course, anytime you can, you know, use your keys, you might as well. And an expansion here. This is not the last wand upgrade either. The last wand upgrade is just a sick item. And here you just have ropes. Ropes are great for money. You know, if you don't have enough money for something, you know, ropes are great for that. And there's another key. And if you look at your map, you would think there's something there, but nope. And these stairs from my map doesn't lead anywhere, so you want to go back up now. And I have the hammer somewhere. Since I don't have a sword right now, I might as well use that. It's a little better right now for me. And yeah, you don't want to forget the boss key either. So that's the first side of the level. I do have to kill all these guys to open the door. Actually getting a... I think the door reopens. Yes, it does. Alright, so I can get my sword back at least. Come here. Come here, Blue Bubble. Alright, there we go. Sometimes I just kill the red bubbles altogether, and that's why I don't have to worry about them. Alright, so you want to go back here, because now that you have the boss key, you can go up. And this room should look familiar to you if you've played any of the randomizers before. And no, the compass is not your end of the dungeon prize. Yeah, you can push the stairs in this room. And if you've played Randomizer Modern or Super, these rooms will look very familiar to you. I mean, not the room layout, but the idea of... If you notice, the stairs are a different color. Oh, there's a magic ring. Level 2 magic ring. At least this whole side will be done now. Alright, so now you can go straight up. But before you do, there's a couple of rooms we still didn't go into. So you wanna... And that's passageway leads you to backwards, I believe. And potion bottle thing. So what that does is that allows you to use magic instead of money instead of magic. Sorry, money to refill your health. And it doesn't totally refill your health. You might as well use a potion. And there was one room I forgot, so let me just go get that one really quick. Just for completion's sake. Alrighty, so join me next time as we continue clearing out more levels. I am Nitro6003, and I'll see you guys all next time.